I left my architecture career to become a modern hippie, or what I like to call myself, a hippie magica. And yes, I used manifestation in order to live in this new lifestyle, new identity, and change my career completely. Throw away 5 years of college, throw away 4 years of experience in the corporate world, throwing away the success, throwing away all the money that my family invested in me in order to start from scratch in my late 20s and create something that I didn't know if it was going to work or not. To invent a new career, to invent a new way of living, to create a new path for myself, a new career for myself, and a new income for myself. So today I'm going to share with you 3 tips that I used in order to leave my old traditional career and actually transform it into something that I liked. And I call myself now a magical architect. So, tip number 1 that I used in order for me to invent and transform my traditional college career into a profession that I'm passionate about was seeing my career as something flexible instead of something concrete. So when we go to college, so I got my master's in architecture in the University of Kansas. And I remember when I first, when I graduated and then when I went into my first job, I thought like I just wasn't happy, like I really wanted to do art and do other things. And I had so many passions, but I thought, this is it. This is my life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing now. I spent so much time studying. I spent so much energy just, taking the classes, passing the classes, all-nighters, all the money that my parents spend on me or invested on me. I can't just throw it away. That was my mindset. I can't just throw it away. I can't throw away an entire career. And I can't throw away, like a career that took so much time and effort and money to accomplish. So I needed to change this type of mindset into a mindset that was like, okay, I have talents, I have abilities, I have qualifications, and I'm sure I can use this in another way. I'm sure I can still use architecture in a way that I enjoy, that's beneficial for me, and it's valuable for the world. And it's still related to architecture, and it's still artistic, and it's still valuable, and it's still connected to my career. Because I really still wanted to be an architect, but I didn't want to do or be a traditional architect. So, long story short, when I was able to change my perspective pretty much about my career and just see it as something flexible, that I can change my career however I want. Like a piece of paper is not gonna tell me that I need to be this. Like I can change it because I want to, because I have the power, because it's my talent, because it's my life, because it's my abilities, and I have other abilities that other architects don't have. I have spirituality, I'm an energy healer, I'm very intuitive, I'm very creative. I see things that people don't see. So I'm like, anyway, I didn't create this, the universe did. Like the universe brought me my dream career when I was able to shift this mindset. And long story short, I got into an amazing mentorship of dowsing and feeling energies and feeling the energies of plants, feeling the energies of the earth, and just harmonizing land, harmonizing spaces, and learning acupuncture. And I'm like, wow, like I can implement this in architecture. And now this is what I do. I'm a magical architect. I harmonize spaces in person, like with precision, with math, with healing, with intuition, and also with measurement and design. And I do it remotely, and I do it in person. So that was the first step. And the second step now that helped me manifest my dream job, my dream career, was choosing the aspects that I like and don't like about my traditional career. So what are the aspects that I liked about my architecture career? Well, obviously the art, the creative side, the thinking big, the creating a solution that is beyond the client's wildest dreams, you know. So in architecture school, we were always given a scenario, like you have this client with these needs in this location, and you know, this is his personality, his lifestyle, and he would like this to have these spaces in this kind of home. I'm like, wow, you know, I just love going wild and designing this beautiful magical home, you know, that I could see him or her living in, you know, let it be a mechanic, a writer, a widow man. I'm like, you know, like this is going to increase your frequency, your quality of life, and you know, you're gonna be a happy person in this house. So this is what I loved about architecture. Just, yeah, using my channeling, intuitive creation, creativity talents in order to create something amazing and magical for someone else. And what I didn't like about the profession was the, you know, the masculine energy of limitation, you know. So now I don't see it this way. Obviously I see the balance between both, but before it was like the codes, the regulation, all the opinions of everyone, what the client wants, what the city wants, what the the contractor wants, you know, the builders, what the engineers can or can't do. The, you know, like applying for code and making sure that the design is code compliant. Like the windows cannot be smaller than this, the ceiling heights cannot be taller or lower than a certain height. Everything had to be so the same, so regulated, so limited, and of course, at first I hated the building systems, like how electrical works, how the mechanical works, how the plumbing works. I'm like, I don't care about any of this. I just want to do art. But obviously now I've had, like maybe 9 years of experience, 8 to 9 years. So now I'm comfortable with combining all the systems, and now I can do something harmonious with the masculine and the feminine. But for sure, that's what I didn't like. And I'm like, I just want to do the fun part, you know? So when I got cleared again, the universe brought me literally people who just wanted my design ideas. They're like, I have this big idea to design these tiny homes and to send them out to like countries that have natural disasters, you know, that have like earthquakes or hurricanes, and you know, the natural disasters took away their home. Like I want to send them like shoe boxes. So these boxes, literally, this was a real scenario, a real person who had this idea, who wanted me to design these kind of fun projects. So design them this like shoe box, like tiny home that fits in a box. You send them out immediately, so the person who was in the in the natural disaster gets it, and then immediately has a shelter, a home, a place to sleep that protects them from the natural elements. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. And then I had another client or another person who we just connected randomly. Literally, like all of a sudden I was just getting all these connections. Another person, he was from Canada, and he wanted to build for the first tiny home association for, you know, homeless people in Canada. So he was looking for a designer, someone who thought outside the box, who was creative. Then I had another one who also wanted to do like this prototype of a tiny home on wheels that, you know, once I designed with him the prototype, like it could be like copied and pasted, you know, like reproduced over and over again. And then we only designed the skeleton, the form, the spaces, and then the client could come and buy it and then just like decorate the outside, decorate the inside. So make it like personal. I'm like, yes. And I tried to like, I could tell you like 10, 20, 30 more clients, projects like these that I attracted as soon as I made this change, and what I liked, what I didn't like, instead of just attracting the things that I hated about architecture. Then last but not least, the third tip that I did in order to manifest my my dream magical profession was to detach my worth and my value from how much I worked, how much effort I put. So this was a really hard one because I thought I have to work really hard for people to see my worth. I have to work a lot of hours, even though no one could see that I was working, in my house, because I was all these projects were remotely, they were online. So I had so much pressure that I needed the projects to be hard, to at least to take me a long time. Like if they don't take me hours, then it's not gonna be valuable. If it's not hard in my body, like if it's not, if for me, hard, like toughness, hard value meant just putting a lot of hours into something. And I had to let that go. That was really hard. Like I think that took years. I'm not gonna lie. I had some easy projects, then I feel like I later sabotaged them to be hard. I'm like, I probably overthought. I manifested them to be hard, the clients to be difficult, for the clients to not like my ideas, to first love them and then change their mind, which was really difficult and really hard. And then I just didn't like some of the projects because of the people, the clients, how difficult they made my job, but because I manifested it. So that's how I manifested my dream job as a magical architect without leaving my career behind, without switching 100% and starting over, even though I did feel like I did start over because it's a new niche. But by applying these 3 things and then just believing in yourself and creating a new life for you, new rules for yourself, new rules for your career, you're gonna live it. Like it's energy. You need to see your profession as energy. You need to see your career as energy, not as something hard and stable and concrete, like I mentioned before. And last but not least, a bonus, which I feel like I'm always gonna be doing this no matter what, is if you've done all the 3 tips that I just shared with you and you're still stuck and not moving forward, then you probably need to do some healing. No one likes to do healing, but this is really where the transformation comes, actually detaching, letting go, having an ego death, letting go of your comfort zone, letting go of the known to go into the unknown. So there's so many videos out there. You just gotta do it. If you really want change, you really just have to go and walk in the darkness, leave the known life behind so you can walk into the unknown life, which is newness. New life just means new, and old life just means that you need to let it go. Like I know this is my specialty, I'm not gonna lie. This is what I love to do. This is what I help people like you in my channel to really let go, like true transformation, and that is through healing. So just if you haven't seen my last video, I am pre-launching a new magical course on manifesting your dream life by releasing ancestral ties. So you can actually live and work as the magical career and profession that is meant for you, that is custom for you, and not work in a traditional setting, traditional work area where you're not happy and fulfilled. So comment below, just comment dream job course so I can put you in the list and I can send you more information. It's 50% off right now, but on March 20th it's going up to full price. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye everyone.